Today we have a Seiko turtle. This is the Manta Ray Special Edition with a code of SRPE39. This is part of the Seiko Save the Ocean series. It's a marine life conservation effort, and it is obviously all sea themed. The recommended retail price on this was $625 US or 995 Australian dollars. It was released in August of 2020. Getting into the specs, you have a case diameter of 45 millimeters, a lug to lug of 47.7, a larger than normal 22 millimeter lug width. It's usually 20 millimeters. You've got a thickness of 13.4. You've got sapphire crystal as the glass with a cyclops for the date and the date. You've got a ceramic polished bezel with a lume pip at the top. The bezel action is okay, but as expected for Seikos, it is a little bit soft and loose. You are running the 4R36 movement. This movement has 41 hours power reserves with a beat rate of 21,600 vibrations per hour. Now, Seiko states on the website the accuracy of this movement is anywhere from plus 45 seconds to minus 35 seconds a day. This is a complaint that everyone has about Seiko movements. I feel like this is very slack by Seiko. They're just covering up themselves by stating a very broad accuracy range. The sweep on this movement is also not as smooth as the Miyota 9000 series or the ETA 2824s or even the Sellita SW200s, as those have a high beat rate of 28,800. Getting into the star of the show, which is obviously the dial here. We've got a textured dial with a blue gradient and shadows of 4 manta rays in the background. They're very subtle and it complements the dial very well. This watch is also made in Japan, and it is at the 6 o'clock. You can see the small text there at the bottom. You've got polish applied indices all around, and that is continued on with the hands. You've got your day and date complication here. And on the back, you've got the classic tsunami wave engraving, which is usually found on most Prospex watches. It also says special edition and made in Japan. You have a mainly brushed case with a polished mid case that continues onto the back, where you have a circular brushed case back. The bracelet is almost completely brushed as well, with some exception of some polishing down the middle in the center links. Now, being a part of Seiko's Prospex line, this is a Divers 200 meters watch, as seen on the dial. This means it is ISO 6425 certified. Now, this means that this watch can withstand depths of at least 100 meters and be tested to 125% of the stated water resistance. So for this watch, this has actually been tested to 125% of 200 meters, which is 250 meters in different temperatures and conditions. This much must also be completely legible in darkness from 25 centimeters away, hence the big hour markers filled with lume. Now, this watch being released in 2020 and it is now 2026, some of the ISO 6425 requirements have changed between now and then, and now I'm pretty sure you have to have a small lume marker at 3 o'clock where the date usually is. This watch does not have that. All new ISO rated dive watches will have this. Build quality of this watch is generally pretty good. The case head itself feels very solid. The bracelet is okay also. It's still a pin and collar system. I would have liked to see screws, and it's still also got a stamped clasp. It does come with a pretty awkward diver's extension that you sort of unclip out like that, and then you sort of hook it back in like so. Closes up. Bracelet has a slight taper. The crown is also oversized and very easy to use and wind. Also like how it's in the 4 o'clock position like a lot of Seikos, and it's just out of the way on my wrist. The spring bars on this watch is a little interesting. You've only got a drilled lug in the case there. There's actually no cutout in the end links for a traditional spring bar removal tool. So you have to use like a prod to press into the spring bar and remove it. Just an FYI. Now at 45 mil in diameter, this is a pretty big watch, and as you can see, it does sit a little bigger on my wrist. But because of the shape size, it feels very comfortable still. Here's what that Seiko Lumi Bright looks like. Very bright as always, as expected from Seiko. Overall, it's a pretty cool watch, especially the dial. The case of the watch feels very well built. However, the bracelet is a little bit of a letdown with how it's done. I've seen it executed better on different watches at the same price point. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think of the watch down in the comments below. Or if you have this watch, let us know your experience with it for the other viewers. Bye for now.